So where does this idea come from that time equals money? It comes from our parents. Our parents are the people that actually teach us about money. A lot of times our habits when it comes to money comes from the habits of our parents because we don't learn about money in school. Think about your education all the way from grade school to college. If you got your master's, how many times have they talked about taxes? How many times have they talked about credit? How many times have they talked about investing? These are things that everybody needs to do, but we don't talk about it. We talk about parallelograms. What's the square root of 27, all these things that we don't use in the real world. And then now when we get out to the real world, we don't know what to do. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and people talk about, self-help and financial literacy. And all of them have one thing in common. The minute they went to college, they were sold credit cards. They bought the credit cards, didn't know, and screw up their credit. It's because they never learned about money. Their parents didn't know about money. They didn't learn it in school. So now they have to learn the hard way because the credit card companies know about money. So now you as an 18-year-old not understanding money, and now they say, hey, we can give you $1,000 for doing nothing. You don't realize you got to pay all of that back. We grow up as an adult and we're thinking we're just supposed to know, and we're not supposed to know. We're supposed to actually learn. And this is where that mindset of time is money comes from. It's because people are just looking at time as something used to make money, which is, partly true, but that's not the only thing. Also, as growing up, you get that 9 to 5. You get your first 9 to 5. Now you're just working, and every time you're working, you're making money. So you're thinking about a 40-hour work week. You're getting paid a certain amount. You're just thinking the only time that's valuable is the time that I'm making money. If I'm not making money, it's not valuable. So that's why a lot of people will get into the habit of just working their 9 to 5, getting home, chilling, watching TV, because they're like, this time is not valuable. This is not the time that I need to be working on my self-improvement or, doing something that's going to benefit me, because the only thing that they see valuable is that time that they're working, which is not the mindset to have. So I was reading a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, written by Robert Kiyosaki. He talks about his dad, which is going to be the poor dad, and his friend Michael's dad, which is the rich dad. His dad, the poor dad's mindset was get a good education, go to school, move up the corporate ladder, and making sure you're saving money. This is why I really like this book, is because when you think about poor, you think about somebody that doesn't have a lot of money. You think about his dad being someone just getting by, you know what I mean? But his dad wasn't someone that was technically poor in income, but he was poor in mindset. So his dad was extremely educated. His dad had a PhD. His dad was making money. It's not like his dad wasn't making money. His dad was making money, but he didn't understand money to learn how to actually keep it. So his dad learned how to work for someone, but his dad never understood how to make money. Even in the book, he asked his dad, hey, how do I actually make money? And his dad couldn't answer the question. My only answer to how to make money is to go to school, get an education, and that's how you can make money. But you did that and you're not rich. So on the other hand, his friend's dad, Michael, was the rich dad. And he wasn't a rich dad because he made more money than his dad, but he understood money to actually know how to keep it. So his rich dad's probably most popular quote, well, my favorite quote anyway, is I don't work for money. Money works for me. So he's using his money to employ people to do the job for them. So his money is working, even though technically you have people working for you, but the money, you're using your money to pay these people to work. So instead of using all your hours in a day, just working hard and spending hours and hours at this employment place, you're actually using your money to make you money, which is perfect because like I said, money is unlimited. Working for money, you got to stop at some point. So now that you're actually using your money to do it, now you're able to get more done because your money is going to be unlimited resource. So that's the mindset I want y'all to have. I want y'all to stop thinking about time as just something used to make money. Having that mindset, you're always going to be frustrated. You're never going to be fulfilled with having that mindset of just doing that. I want y'all to think about like your employer now, right? Think about your employer. You're working for this company and you're just using your time to make money. After a while, you're going to want more money. You're never going to stop wanting more money because you go through the week like, man, we're doing all this work and it's frustrating all this. And like, man, we're not getting paid enough for this job. We need to get more money. But every time you make more money, you start buying random nonsense. You know what I mean? It's like the more money you make, now I need a new car. Now I need some new shoes. Now I need a house. Now I need this. And then after a while, you're just stuck in that rat race. Because every time you make more money, instead of actually using that money for something that helps you escape that job or using that money to make you more money, you use that money to buy more liabilities, buying things that are not going to make you money. So you might be thinking about, man, I'm making more money. Now I'm gonna buy myself a car. So now you have a monthly payment of paying these people every week or every month. So instead of actually using your money to make more money, now you're buying something to make you happy for the moment because you're stressed out about your job. You know, you buy obligations because you're not happy. But the thing about it, that's not gonna make you happy in the long run. You know, after driving that car for a month, you're like, man, now you're stressed out about the job again, like, man, I need more money. But you just got more money and you bought something that's a liability to make you happy for the moment. And that's what we have to get out of. We have to get out of that trying to be happy for the moment and think of the long game. These days, we live in a microwave type of life. We want things quick. We don't want to wait it out and, you know, have that delayed gratification of getting that bigger prize. We just want things quick. So when I think about like microwave, you think about microwave versus the crock pot. You know, microwave, you put it in there, let's say it's a TV dinner. You put it in there, 5 minutes, take it out, it's hot, you eat it. A crock pot, you put the food in, it's gonna be hours. You can have it 6 to 8 hours sometimes. But the thing about that crock pot meal is gonna taste way better than that TV dinner. And also with that crock pot meal, that's a meal that you can share with other people. So if you think about your blessings that way, think about having a blessing that's super quick. That TV dinner, you can't share with anybody. That's just yours. And it's not even gonna be really that good. Them TV dinners I used to have like the Hungry Man. My mom bought one time. She used to have lean cuisines. Those things never really were good. Those are just things like, yeah, we got nothing in the house. We about to just get it out the freezer, you know? But thinking about that crock pot, I know when my mom put that first meal in that crock pot, she made soup. And I'm like, man, this is so good. You know, I ate it. My sisters ate it. My dad ate it. My mom ate it. It's things that you can use for everybody. So that's what you want to think about when you think about delayed gratification. Your delayed gratification is because now the things that you get, you can use for everybody. But if you just want something quick, that's just a TV meal. You just gonna put that, you can't use it for nobody but yourself. So you wanna have that mindset of delayed gratification. So that's what I want y'all to think about. Think about what you can do with your extra money because you have extra money. You getting paid unless you have your bills crazy, like you just bought a house, you bought a car, your payments are so high that it's over the amount of income you have. You have a bigger problem than that. You should actually be turning this episode off and you need to go talk to somebody to help you out because that's terrible if your money's like that. But you have money. I want you to legit look at your last 3 bank statements, right? Look at your last 3 bank statements and see what you're spending money on. You like coffee. Let's say you go to Starbucks. You buy Starbucks every single day before work. Instead of buying Starbucks every day before work, you could just go to Target or Walmart or something like that. Just buy the little bag of coffee, Starbucks coffee. And if you don't have a coffee maker, buy the coffee maker. It might cost a little more than that Starbucks cup that you have, but it's something that you can have and it's going to save you money over time. So legit look at your list of stuff that you're spending money on and you're going to realize that you don't need that. You don't need that new pair of shoes. You might have to wait a week to get your hair done. It's hard because especially for me, I'm on camera all the time. So I want to make sure that I look better than not. But that's a sacrifice I have to make because I understand that if I'm just working and I'm just using my money just to buy liabilities, things that are not going to bring me income, you're just wasting your time. Now you're going to be stuck at a job for 45 years. And now when you retire, you don't have no money because you've just been spending money on liabilities your entire life, right? You don't want to wake up 65 and now you retired your job, everybody's celebrating, and now you got to go work at Walmart as a Walmart greeter. You don't want that lifestyle. That's not the lifestyle anybody wants. So what you want to do now is once you're actually working for money, which is nothing is wrong with that. Work for your money, right? But use that money that you're making to make you more money. So you get to a point where now you're not working for money anymore. You might be in the mindset of, hey man, okay, thanks Shalon. What I'm going to do, I'm going to save my money. I'm just going to throw my money in a savings account. That's not necessarily what you want to do. So you do want to save, which is good. But instead of just putting it in a regular savings account, find a high yield savings account. This actually changed my life the minute I found high yield savings account because I didn't realize that I was saving money, but I wasn't making any interest. Like those big banks, you might get 0.001% on your money, you know, but you put it in a high yield savings account, you're getting 5%, which is way different. I didn't even know that was possible. So the reason why I found that is that I was reading a book called The Automatic Millionaire, which is a great book you need to read as well. But The Automatic Millionaire, basically his philosophy was automatically do things. So let's say you get paid on Friday. So instead of getting paid on Friday and you're like, man, I got to save, let me just put this amount of money in my savings account. You do it automatically. You want to schedule it. So you're not even thinking about it. So the minute that money hits your account, you're not looking at that big number like, whoa, this is a lot of money. You're looking at just what you have and that bill is just going. So the same way those companies got you automatically getting paid, paying them on the 15th, getting paid on the 27th, that's what you're gonna be doing with your actually saving. So you kind of treat it like a bill. You treat it as something that I have to pay regardless. So the next thing you do is invest in yourself. So actually, instead of investing in these companies that you don't know what's going to do, them companies could go bankrupt tomorrow. You honestly don't know. But when you're investing in yourself, you're not improving yourself. So, everybody's going to school, getting a 4-year degree. Yeah. But like I said, you're not learning about money that way. So invest in financial literacy to learn about investing in other companies, to learn about how to start your business. There's so many people that actually are teaching that now that you can learn from them. Find someone that has the examples. So the examples of other people making money, because now if you know it worked for other people, is if you actually listen and pay attention, you're going to learn as well. But you definitely want to pay. You don't want to just be on YouTube University all the time, because when you pay attention, because now you're invested. This is something that's like, man, I worked hard. Like you always say, I work hard for my money. I'm not going to be just paying somebody and just forget about it. You're going to be more locked in because you paid for it. But when you didn't pay for something, you're not really locked in. You're just listening and keep going. So my next point is to find money outside your job. So let's say your liabilities are super high and you don't have any money to do nothing. You're like, Jalon, I can't save. I can't invest. I barely got enough money to get by. I'm borrowing money just to pay my bills. So find something that you're good at that you can help people with. Let's say you do hair. Charge a few people to do hair to get extra money to be able to use to invest in something else. So you do nails, do that. And another thing you can do, you can be a content creator. Content creator, that's definitely a long-term game, but there are different ways to actually make money by being a content creator without even having a big platform. So even though I don't have a super big platform, I can use affiliate links to make myself extra money. So as a content creator now I have affiliate links. So I talked about Rich Dad Poor Dad. So you look in the comments, there's an affiliate link to buy that book so you can study that book in more detail. And, if you buy the book, I make money from it. I feel like that's a cool way. You're a content creator now. You're talking about different products. You don't have to be a motivational speaker promoting, books. You could promote electronics. They have a lot of people on here that are, reviews. They're buying, the new DJI gimbal, and, they're putting in the bio that they have, a affiliate link, and now people buy it and make money. So you don't have to have a super big audience. As long as you're giving value and people are willing to buy stuff, you can make money off of other people's products. And the next thing you could do in the meantime, let's just say like you don't have any extra money, is just educate yourself. Educate yourself on reading books. If you don't have enough money to click on that link to purchase the book, go to thrift stores. That's what I was doing. I was buying books from thrift stores and reselling it. And they're selling these books in there for $1, 50 cents for paperbacks, $1, probably $1.50 if you go to the Goodwill. They're selling all these good books in there that people were buying on Amazon for like $15 in these thrift stores. So just go to your local thrift store, look around. It's going to be the self-help section. And, find a book that you actually want to read. And you'll be surprised at how many, good books in there you found. Every book that I talked about in this episode was a book that I found in a thrift store. And I got education that way. And also listen to podcasts. You need to be listening to podcasts at least 5 times a week. At least listening to at least one podcast that's going to be a motivational, educational, something. You just want to be continuously feeding your mind to be able to get knowledge. So it's not all about the book smarts. It's about learning about money. Find podcasts that are going to be motivational, going to be talking about money. Find those podcasts, not just mine. That's pretty much the episode. Hopefully I was able to inspire, educate, make you laugh sometimes, but really want y'all to think about money different. Money and time is not equal. Time is way more value than money. Money is used to make more money.